Alan is having some kind of midlife crisis if he were to live to 120. Be a midlife. Alan's 60 years old. Looks good. But Alan's having kind of a midlife crisis, even though he doesn't really know it. He has to be told he's having a crisis. The story for the third one starts basically something kind of happens to Alan's life. And he kind of has a meltdown. He's also not been the most responsible adult. There is people are concerned and they try to help Alan. And that's how the movie starts. Helping Alan. Nice and innocent. Let's drive him somewhere. Then this Chow guy gets, he's back from the I don't know, from the East. It's neat. It's neat to be acting with John Goodman. Who wouldn't want to be acting with John Goodman? And he's funny, and I like him. He's a giggler. We went to dinner, and he giggled a lot, which I tend to do. And I like that in a grown man. And he's very grown. These movies are always physical. Todd has always had physical. This is my fourth movie with him. It's always a lot of physicality. Car chases, fights, gunshots. And that kind of stuff is fun because you're a grown man and you're living in a little fantasy world and you get to drive in a car down the highway when there's no one around, and it's neat. Right. To bring back that word. It is, it's fun. I mean, when you're a kid and you're thinking about, oh, I'd like to be in movies and stuff. I've known Ken since, God, probably 97. We would do stand-up together in coffee shops down in Culver City. And so it's we didn't think we'd ever end up in a movie, to be honest, the way we were going back then, especially together. But so that's nice. It's a nice element, an old pal that you get to act with. And I knew Bradley and Ed. Yeah, we're kind of like an old bickering family, but bickering with love. I think when you watch, it's kind of like flipping through literally with this movie, through a photo album, and it's fun to see. I probably won't watch the movies for years, but one day it'll be fun to like stumble upon it, or it does. It brings good memories back. It really does. I love the jokes in this one. We got some good jokes coming your way, and there's some pretty good high-octane action stuff. And there's also emotion in this one. So I think it has a lot of, what you want to go see. You want to get a few laughs. You want to see a car crash. Is that your thing? And, you get a couple of tearjerkers here and there. Maybe, if it's done right. Do they just assume that you're going to go hang from 68 feet or whatever it was? And no net. I mean, there's a harness, obviously. It's completely safe, but my irrational mind tells me that all I'm thinking about is earthquakes when I'm up there. Because if an earthquake happens, there's nothing you can do. And you think somebody's gonna be there they're all gonna scramble to get out. You think people are gonna go, "Zah," they would be just dangling. If I was lucky enough to survive the earthquake and that nothing happened with the thing, it would be me, and this is where my mind goes, I'm just telling you, me at an empty stage while Armageddon's happening, dangling from 60 feet. No cell reception. Problems.